Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker today on Monday on the road to the International Convention is none other from a lady who went down to Lubbock. That's right, Lubbock, Texas. She went down there, decided to put the ACN flag in the ground and says, you know what? I'm going to make some things happen. And I'm going to not only make things happen, I'll make everybody come to Lubbock because I am going to be the queen of Lubbock. And ladies and gentlemen, she's done that. She's doing a great job. You heard the numbers she put in the first part of January. And I mean, she worked through the holidays. I'm so proud of her. And I tell you what, she's a great leader. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble this morning with our guest speaker, none other than Miss Roxann Corralejo.
Oh my goodness. Good morning. How can y'all not be pumped and hyped after that? Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas. Wow. I really appreciate that. Now, if you can just follow me around and introduce me to every room I walk in like that, how cool would that be? Appreciate you so much. Everything that you do, I really admire and respect you, and just the fact that you're always here for us, and you're living my dream life. You really are. You are out there traveling the world, and that's one thing I've always said I wanted to do. I want to see new cultures. I want to see new things. I want to see the world before I leave it, and that's exactly what you're doing. But above all else, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you still make every single effort to jump on this call and be here for us. And you don't have to be. Most people who are out having a good time wouldn't want to jump on a call. Sometimes you don't even have great internet. You don't have anything, any service, but you're still trying to jump on. And I want you to know that that definitely is not overlooked. We value you so much. And not only from me, but also I know everybody on this team, you're living that life, but you're here for us because you want to see us succeed, because you want us to be there right next to you, ziplining in the Amazon. And I definitely want to be there too. So thank you so much, all that you do. Above all else, what you being here for us does, and I know you know this, which is exactly why you do it, is that it gives us that ability to dream again. So you're here, you support us, you love us, you're here for us, but you give us that dream. And that's what really hit close to my heart, is saying, hey, I started to dream again. I can do these things. Why am I not? Why am I not there yet? Some of us, oh man, Mr. Trolley said something last week that was just like a gut punch. I'm like, ooh, he's fighting with me this morning. He said, some of us have been in this business for years, which is true. I saw all these hands go up. Some of us have been in this business for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and we just are kind of stuck in the same position, same spot that we are. No progressive movement. Maybe we're not falling backwards. We're just kind of stuck. A little gets in, a little gets out. It's just rolling. And that hit me really hard because it spoke to me, because that's kind of where I am. That's how I am. And I was like, man, he's really talking to me. I think he's trying to point me out here. I've been in this business for 6 years. And when that hit me, I was just thinking, like, I do want to live that life that Mr. Thomas has. I do want to be there with him. But why am I not? I'm seeing these promotions and these people, but why is that not me? And I love every single one of you guys, and I celebrate and love all these promotions and advancements and everything else. But I still have that feeling, why not me? How many of us have felt that way? Like, be honest. We love each other. We love celebrating each other, but you're like, but why not me? Why is that not me yet? What's going on? And for me, we always hear about that one. There's that one person. We're waiting for that one to change our business. And man, again, 6 years. And I'm still waiting for that one. Who is that one that's going to make everything change? That's just going to skyrocket me to regional vice president, senior vice president. This is the worst game of hide and seek ever. 6 years. Come on, come out. Where are you? And then I started thinking, like, man, in my business, and I've kind of expressed this to you guys, that I kind of got to regional director, not in any record timing, but got there in a good amount of time, I felt like, and started progressing forward, got halfway to regional vice president. And I'm like, all right, we're putting in some work, but we're getting there. And then my business started rolling backwards. I started losing more than I was putting in. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And I started going backwards. And from halfway to regional vice president, I start seeing those points dwindle down. And then I got to a point where I saw 700 points in my business. And I'm like, hold the phone. Ooh wee, how many points does it take to get to regional director? That's 600 points. Absolutely, Catherine. She's mouthing it. 600 because that's my goal. She has that in her head. She knows that to the T. 600 points, and I got down to 700, and I'm like, ooh, I better do something. I better step it up. What is going on? I cannot lose. I will not lose my regional director position. So then I start reflecting and saying, like, why me? Why is that one not here yet? Like, I have been putting in the work. I have been going to these events. I am taking notes. What's happening? And then I started thinking, I can't wait. I don't care where you're hiding. I don't know where you are, but I'm not waiting for you. Guess what? Guess who that one became? Me. You have to be that one. Stop waiting for that one to change your business. Stop waiting for that one that's going to advance you to all these positions. You have to be that one. And that was my transitioning point. That was my thought, because I thought, you know what? I have had success in ACN. I have had failures in ACN. I've had yeses. I've had nos. I've had promotions. There's been some demotions on my team that I'm like, man, what is happening? How is this not progressing the way I want it to do? And I said, you know what? I got to a point, it does not matter what has happened already. And I'm telling you guys, I do not care what you've done in ACN to this day. Like, it sounds horrible to say, but I don't care if you've had some wins. I don't care if you've had some losses. I don't care about all the no's. I do not care about anything. The only thing that you should be caring about, because you can't do anything about that. You can't do anything about what happened yesterday, what happened last week, what happened last month, what happened last year, what happened 5 years ago at my regional director promotion. You cannot do a dang thing about any of that. But what you can do something about is from this day forward. From this day, March 4th, 11:15 a.m., what are you going to do from this day forward? Say it with me. From this day forward. Yes, Jackie Black. Yes, Maria Estrada. From this day forward, what are you going to do? So for me, I started thinking about, okay, well, from this day forward, what changes do I have to make? What do I have to do from this day forward? And I started thinking, all right, well, my work ethic. Was my work ethic there? Is that what I'm lacking? Is it my discipline? Is that what I'm lacking? Absolutely, Trisha. From this day forward, is it my consistency? What is it? It doesn't matter. I stopped and said, it does not matter. From this day forward is the only moment that matters. So what happened in my business from that very moment where I made that decision? I stopped waiting for that one. That one is going to be me. Yes. Mr. Thomas mentioned it. I just said, you know what? I'm moving to Lubbock. I see an opportunity. I'm packing up my whole life and I'm moving. Did I come and visit like some people did? No. Did I do these stop-ins and stop-outs? No. I said, if I'm building a team, they have to have me there. There's no leader there to support my team. Guess who the leader is going to be? Me. The leader has to be you. I don't care where you are. I don't care who's building around you or who's not building around you. I hear so many times, Roxann, it's hard. I don't have a leader. I've been there. Mr. Ryan Ruiz and myself grew San Antonio by ourselves, so much so that we got attention from Mr. Tony Kupis to come do a presentation, a co-founder of the company, because we did it. And I said, you know what? I did it there with Mr. Ryan Ruiz. I can do it here in Lubbock by myself. But what is so great about this business is you're not by yourself for long. Nope, Jackie said, not at all. So I moved here. I started in August and I started moving through the motions. And I mentioned that to you guys, is that, hey, when we start over, that's one of the things I do have to tell, or at least kind of bring to your guys' attention. When we start over, when we're saying from this day forward, what do you think transitions us? What do you think the secret is? How do we move on from the past, from the no's? Please put it in the chat. What do you think the number one objective would be? Decision. Absolutely, Marvetta. Yes, Marvetta, make that decision. That starts it. But when we want to move forward, the one thing that most people forget, and we hear it every single day, I swear it's going to slap you in the face when you see it. Mindset, absolutely, Sam Foster. But the trick is to be new. We hear that every Saturday training. We hear it on every single stage. We hear it consistently, but how many of us forget to be new? Mr. Aaron Burt was on our rally call last night, and he said, you know what, I had a talk I wanted to tell you guys about, but I'm not even going to mention that because I had something that happened to me the other day. I piqued a person, or he was interested, and we started talking. We talked about credit card processing. He was all about it. He wanted to know how he could make some money off his credit card processing and save some fees. But guess what? What's one thing that he did that all of us fall victim to? He continued talking. Yep. Sensational Sharon says it. Talking. He continued talking. He word vomited all over this prospect of his. And he was like, man, I've been in the business for how long? Him and his wife have 2 separate senior vice president positions. And he messed it up. He messed it up. Regional Director Roxann Corralejo will mess it up because I know all this information. It's so hard to be new. Senior Vice President Mr. Aaron Burt will mess it up, and that's okay. The fortune is in the follow-up. Keep following up. So one thing about moving from this day forward is to be new. So what did I do? I'm in a new area. I'm all by myself. I don't know what to do. And I just start presenting. And I tell you guys that I presented. I had no. I'll wait. I want to see. Maybe later. What's going on? All these answers, but none of that fazed me. None of it. I just said, okay, thank you. Is it okay that I follow up with you in about a week or so? Okay, thank you. Is it okay that I follow up with you in about a week or so? Just repetition, one after another. So August, I did not get my first rep in Lubbock until October. For someone that has had some great success, to have a whole month and a half with nothing going on, how stressful would that be? How could someone not be like, is the problem me? What's going on? What am I doing? What's changing right now? But I just kept putting in the work, kept putting in the work. We got a handful of people in October. We got a handful of people in November. And then December is where things started kicking off. December is we started seeing some momentum. Why? Because I did not give up. No matter what I said, from this day forward, every single day I woke up, from this day forward, something has to change. I have to be on the next beach with Mr. Al Thomas, starting from this day forward. So I mentioned I had gotten down to 700 points and I'm freaking out. Less than 700 points. I'm going to lose my regional director position, and that is just not happening. So I'm going through the motion and I'm doing the work. I'm laying the foundation, laying the work, and we started generating some activity. So by December 1st, we had an extra 100 points in the business, or a little less than that. I was just under 800. So I'm like, all right, we're moving forward. We're progressing, right? Moving on up. That's what we like to see. We're moving. But I didn't stop there. Yes, we had some activity. Yes, we were growing. But guess what? Every single day I woke up, it does not matter that extra 100 points jumped into the business. From this day forward, it's a new stinking day. We're going to continue moving forward. Nothing matters. Those wins, those losses, those no's, those wins. It just is going to continue. So from December 1st all the way through, I want to say, I think I tracked the number. I have it down here. So from December 1st through February 14th, we have some activity. And I shared with you guys how great January was, but we had some really highs and some really lows. If you guys did not see that call, definitely jump on, because it was a doozy. It really was. But we had some momentum. I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens. We had some greats, we had some lows, but we're going to continue moving forward. From this day forward, doesn't matter what happened yesterday. So we had about 435. Wait a minute. That's not the number I wanted. We had about 300 points hit the business from December 1st through February 15th. So we have, what is that? A month and a half of 300 points. Who would want to see 300 points enter their business in a month and a half, right? That's a regional coordinator over a regional coordinator, and that's what we're shooting for in a month and a half. And I'm like, yes, we have something going on. But what did I move here for? Electricity. Electricity still has not gone live. It still has not launched. So we are building a team that is growing off faith. These people are not getting paid for these electricity customers. They're putting in from January 5th through February 15th. No one has received a dime from any of these, but we're focusing on all these other services. That's where that 300 points come from. So from that 6-week period that we were able to enroll people, we got 435 electricity points that are pending. They have not hit the system yet, but 435 that are pending that nobody's getting paid on yet. So we're just keeping the faith. We're still rocking. I'm like, all right, we're going to become an ETL machine, ETL factory, promotion after promotion after promotion after promotion. The only way I can get these people paid, they're excited about electricity. And I said, great, get those electricity bucks. Focus on all this stuff too. We have to get you paid, to get you motivated to continue going on. So now the last day is February 15th that we can enroll someone before they're automatically assigned to a company. So February 15th, we put in 200 points collectively as a team in one day. Some of y'all that told me, hey, Roxann, I want to come visit. Hey, Roxann, I'm thinking of coming to Lubbock. And you didn't. How is that hurting you right now? I don't mean to poke fingers, but we have to make the decision. I think it was Marvetta that said that we have to make the decision. Stop talking yourself out of big moves. Why? Stop letting people talk you out of these big moves. Imagine we were excited about 300 points hitting the business in a month and a half. 200 points in one day. Again, they're still pending. We still have not gone live. This month, we will start seeing all that. So in that 3 months that we've been working here in Lubbock from December, we've been seeing that progression. Over 1,000 business points have hit the system. Over 1,000. That is huge. We're stoked. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It does not matter, because what matters is what we do from this day forward. Y'all, we have this massive event coming up in Dallas. That's what matters. What is a team of an army, a team that is not trained? They're useless. An untrained army is a disaster. It's a mess. And so guess what we're doing? We're just talking about Dallas. That's all we're doing. We're talking about Dallas, talking about Dallas. Do you want to sign up? No problem. But can you at least pay half and get a ticket to Dallas for $160? We don't even care about signing up reps at this point. So you see, through that process, I had mentioned we had hit the top of the charts collectively as a team, and that was so exciting for me because I never thought like we would be there, which was great. But then our position started slipping, and I'm like, that's okay. We're getting people to Dallas. Start slipping some more. That's okay. We're getting people to Dallas. We have a number of guests that are attending our Dallas convention. So what matters, what that success, that 1,000 points that hit the business, that doesn't matter. What matters is what you do from this day forward. What you do. Because what you do is what's going to generate that 1,000 points in just a couple months. It can happen. I've been there where you guys are right now. I've been there showing up to a national event with nobody but myself. Scratch that. Douglas Soto is always there with me. He's there right on my side. I have never been to a convention without Mr. Douglas Soto. He is the best regional coordinator I've ever had. But he's always there with me. So I've always had one. It's me and Doug every single time we attend these conventions. We attend them in Colombia. He attends them in Mexico. He's all over the country attending these national conventions because he knows how important they are. But you guys, I'm urging you and I'm pushing you. I do not care what the list of people you have coming to convention. It might be 0. It might be 5. It might be 10. Today, we still have time to push. We do. Jabri asked me, hey, Roxann, when are you getting to Dallas? I can't wait to see you. And I said, I don't get it until Friday. He was like, oh, I'm there Thursday. And I'm like, okay, awesome. But guess what? I have PBRs scheduled for Thursday. I have PBR scheduled for Thursday. Why? Because I'm going to drag every single person at this PBR in my car. And I said, don't worry about it. Cancel your weekend. I'm taking you to Dallas. That's what we're doing here. So why is Lubbock being so successful? Why are we having these results? Because we are starting every single day as a new day from this day forward. Do we have some disappointments? Yes. Do I have people riding the roller coaster? Absolutely. But guess what? As the leader, I have to be on those conversations with those people. Hey, it's okay. It happens. It happened to me. I've been there. I get it. Just do not let it ruin you. Do not let it stop what you're doing. What matters is what you do from this day forward. It does not matter what happened yesterday. And just remember to follow up, because a lot of people are just watching. They're watching to see what you're doing. And I'm going to say it again and again and again and again. What matters is what you do from this day forward. What defines your greatness is what you do from this day forward. So you guys, please, if there's anything you do this week, peak to invite. That is it. Don't worry about if they sign up as a rep. Don't worry about if they become a customer. Say, hey, I need you with me in Dallas. We only have a couple days. Peak to invite. Peak to invite. That is your only job. And you will be amazed at how many people will come, how many people you will have by your side. You will be astonished. And guess what happens when you have people in Dallas? Ooh, that environment, man, if it fires you up, do you think it's going to fire up guests that have never been in it before? To be around positive entrepreneurs, open-minded, great people. One thing the team here in Lubbock always says on every testimonial is that it's the environment, it's the team, it's the community I didn't know I needed. That is what we have with Dallas. Get your people to Dallas, get your guests to Dallas. Do not let anything stop you. Do not show up alone. Do whatever it takes. Pick someone up in your car if you have to. Drive them out there. I've done it. So you guys, that's all I have for you today. I want you to focus. I do not care. It does not matter how the year has started out for you. It might have been bad. It might have been really good. This applies to life in general. It does not matter, because what really matters is what you do from this day forward, and that will define your greatness. And I want to see you guys up there walking the stage with everyone here in Lubbock. So you guys work hard. I can't wait to see you. Love on you, give you hugs. I'm so excited. I'll see y'all in Dallas.